This is Paranormal Short Session 28 by Keith Evans of the Chestnut Street Cemetery. Today is Friday, the 15th of September 2023. I'm going to stay in one area today and try to isolate whether any of the cold spots are moving or whether they're stationary. If they're stationary, they could be sky. Cool areas could be the sky behind the tree. Let's cam up here to a area that is sky. See how cool it looks? So the cool areas may have not been anything to do with paranormal at all. Alright, I thought I saw the cool areas moving, but I was moving my angle. I'll show you what I mean by moving your angle. Right now I'm walking this way. If you move your angle from the tree, it may appear to you that the cold spots are moving. So, I got the sun in my eyes here, so it's going to give me a mirror image as far as taking a picture of the screen of my C5 Thermal Camera by FLIR. Now, I'm moving back to where I was in the shade of this tree here, so that sunlight during the day will really give you a mirror image, and I won't even be able to see the screen through my camera. The C5 camera is excellent. I have no problems with that at all. When you're seeing the mirror image, that's me trying to take a picture of the screen of my C5 camera. So, I do the best I can with what I have. I like to do daylight paranormal research. It might be much better at night. But anyway, and I like to disprove everything. I like to make sure that if it's paranormal, it's something truly unexplained. And right now, I was probably wrong for thinking that the cold areas were paranormal. They're probably just the sky between the trees giving a cold image. I'm going to stay in one spot to see if any of these cool areas move while I'm stationary in the one spot. I only move that one time to show you how it looks when you change your perspective and you move to a different angle, but you're looking at the same tree. You know, I could be looking at the tree from standing north, then I could walk over there northwest to look at the tree. I could walk over a little bit to the east and be northeast looking at the tree. And it's going to make whatever you're looking at change. Yeah. So, I would like to say that every paranormal researcher should try to debunk or disprove that what they're looking at isn't something that can't be explained naturally. Not everything is paranormal, and not everything that's paranormal should be scary or frightening. It can be unexplained. Everything is unexplained until you can explain it. If you think about it, at one time people thought the earth was flat until they figured out it was round. So everyone thought the moon and the sun revolved around the earth until they found out that the moon did revolve around earth, but the earth revolved around the sun. So everything is unexplained until it can be explained. All right. Now, let's go back and take a look. I'm just going to stand still to see if anything moves. See that large cold area there? Let's move around. It's the sky. So, when you're looking at the tree, those spots you see in between just might be the sky coming in as a cooler. Thermal image, the color, it's color coded to be, black is the coldest, dark blue is colder or getting warmer. Getting warmer would be purple, next would be red. Getting warmer when you hit orange, so all the orange leaves are warmer. Then next would be the yellow, and the white would be the warmest. So right now the ground, see if I can get my little circle on the ground where it's yellow. So see if I can do that and see the numbers at the same time. And I cannot. The only way to see the numbers on the far left side, that's what that little circle in the purple area is pointing at. It's pointing at 92, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's move over to the, now it's in the yellow area. The yellow area is what? About 95. Back up to the yellow area. It's hard to see that circle because you're getting a mirror image. But anyway, that's the way the color code goes. For sure, I'm the guy behind the camera with my hat off today. It's hot today. So I know a lot of times people want to be razzled-dazzled by the unexplained. Yeah, I've been doing paranormal research off and on in some primitive way since I was 4 years old. My parents were never crazy about it, neither was my family. But how many times have I actually saw a ghost that looked like a ghost that you see on most TV shows? Never. If I see something, it looks like a real person like you and I. And then when I look back, it's gone. And there's no way it could have, if it was a person walking, they couldn't have just disappeared in mid-space. So that's my, at least my version of what I have seen as far as ghosts or spirits. I think everyone interprets ghosts and spirits in a different way. I think some people can actually see them. I think some people can't see them, even if another person standing beside them is seeing them. So sometimes animals can just sense the electromagnetic energy. I don't know if they can see them, but they know something's there. Dogs and cats, I think they can feel the electromagnetic energy just like they can feel the electromagnetic energy increase when the Earth starts to, right before an earthquake. So they know something's going to happen. So anyway, let's look back at the cold areas. That big cold area there, I think I picked that up last time. Last time I was here in the afternoon, so the light shifts. Now I'm here in the morning, so I have the shade from this big tree right here, which gives me really, really good pictures. So I have a feeling what I was picking up before, the blue areas, may have been sky. Now, could it be a combination of both? Let's go up and just look at the sky. Mainly sky, see how blue it is? There's a possibility that some of these cold areas were the blue or dark purple cooler sky behind the tree. And maybe some of them were a ghost or spirit that was there. And if it was a ghost or spirit, could have been the soul of the person who had maybe been hung in this tree. A lot of hangings in the South were not done legally. They were just done by people who were angry or frightened and decided to take a life. So who knows, if that was done, there might not ever be any record of it. And let me walk up here and show you. This tree had at least two good limbs that were almost, I say, horizontal with the ground. This limb here, I think that would support a hanging. I don't know how old this tree is. And I don't know, maybe there were no hangings, but all I'm saying, a limb like this could easily support a hanging. Now, one of these, it branches out up here. I'm going to try to get an angle away from the sun, otherwise you're just going to be blinded by the light. You see, this had a fork in it right here. And it either got broken off or cut off. So there was like two limbs here where a hanging could have took place. And this big limb here You know, right here, you could hang a person easily if you adjust your rope light. It's not that far off the ground. Now, I'm not endorsing hangings. I think hangings are wrong. You know, I'm not sure if you should give anyone the death penalty. I think that's up to God myself. But anyway, to me, this is something that's close to where you could hang a person. And it's probably been around here a while. I'm going to move back to my position before I show you the, well, I might just try to find a spot in the shade and show you the tree from here. I'm about this far away from it. There's my foot. So, let's see if we see anything different that might be a ghost or spirit. I can't say that I'm seeing anything different. As long as I'm looking through the shade of the tree. Let me see, there's the sun right there. You see it? Now, I can't say that I see any cool areas that none other than possibly the sky coming through. That's the arm of the tree there. All right, let's move back to our other position. You can see by that tree, the shade of that tree to the north, probably to the northwest of that tree is where I'm standing. I'll show you when we get back to there, then I'll turn around and take a look at the tree that we're exploring concerning cold spots. Here we are. Standing by this tree, over to the cold spots. So I can't say that I've seen any cold spot move. I'm glad I came back and isolated this. Let me get further in the shade of this tree. That'll be a better picture if I'm totally in the shade of the tree. There you go. Now that limb, we're kind of looking at it not from a sideways view, but kind of straight on. Kind of off, well, a little bit to the right of being straight on. So, but if there was any cold spot hanging there to insinuate that they had been hung, I think we would pick it up. And I'm not getting that at this point in time. And I'm not seeing anything moving around within the tree. As you can see, there's cool areas here that is definitely the sky. So if you at home see any cold spot that looks like it's moving other than my arm moving around. And the mirror image is not anything to do with the FLIR camera. That has to do with me and my skills at taking pictures. Taking them during the day. I'm using a video camera to film the screen of the thermal imager. There are actual video cameras made by FLIR, but they cost as much as a small car. So that's not, I'm not in the market for those right now. We'll see what the future brings. All right. Arm's getting tired. Well, anyway, I haven't seen any shadows move from one perspective, standing in the one spot beside this big tree right here. And I can show you some of the stuff that's in trees that you have, you know, greenery growing, moss or ferns growing. See how if they come up cooler. Let me back up a little bit. In this case, from this position, But moss is not coming up cooler. It's about the same temperature as a tree. And this is the shade side. Now, the larger part of the tree is purple. So, as we move up, that's much warmer. That's strange. Can't really explain that, but the shade part down here is cool and purple. We expect that. I would expect this would be purple too, but it's not. See? And the areas that do look purple is the gaps between the tree. All right, let's come up from here. See the gap between the tree, the sky? Everything is yellowing out on me. Well, let me start back at purple and work my way up. That's the north side of the tree is purple. This is not the tree that I was referring to that had vertical hanging branches, even though this tree does too. Now, you see the purple? That sky right above my finger. Now, this tree also does have vertical branches, large vertical branches. There's two here. It kind of splits here. You have a split from here to here. There's one branch that goes out here. So this is very vertical with the ground. I mean, horizontal, I'm sorry. Vertical goes up and down. Horizontal goes level with the ground. And then this limb goes level with the ground. So any tree like that could be used, and it's a strong, that's a strong limb. Any tree like that could support a lot of weight. Definitely be used to when they used to hang people, it could be used for that. So, and I'm not endorsing harming anyone in any way. I'm just showing you the history and the possibility of what could have happened, because these trees are old. They've been here a long time. This cemetery's been here since what, 18, maybe